Today to talk about something that I saw in a Darren Hardy video. And if you don't know who Darren Hardy is, he is the previous editor for Success Magazine, or publisher, I guess he was, for Success Magazine. And I highly recommend Wood in our own lives is by going through and making sure that the relationships that we have in our lives are still serving us. I have a discussion with my son quite often about when he feels bad after hanging out with some friends. And I'll say, I know that after spending time with my friends, I like to feel like I'm rejuvenated, and I like to feel like I'm so glad that I have those people in my life. People shouldn't bring you down after you spend time with them, right? So if you find friends in your life or circumstances in your life, like groups that you belong to, are constantly bringing you down, and all you ever do is talk about that person's spouse or their job or their kids or their fill in the blank, right, of what's going wrong in their life, and you walk away from time spent with them and you're not uplifted, what are you doing with your time? Why are you spending time with these people? And it's fine to act as a sounding board from time to time. But if you find yourself constantly talking about their problems and they never reciprocate and they're not there for you when you need to talk about some issues, maybe it's time to prune some dead wood. And so we get the idea stuck in our head that friendship, it has to be a friendship for life. We don't have to have friends for life. There's friends that we made in grade school that we're probably not friends with today. And there might be a reason for that, because we've outgrown each other. So my suggestion to you going forward this week is really monitor what you're doing with your time, how you're spending it, and more importantly, who you're spending it with. Because if you walk away from an encounter with somebody and you don't feel uplifted and you don't feel better about your friendship with that person or having that person in your life or feeling blessed for having that person in your life, then maybe it's time to prune some wood. And I know that might be an uncomfortable conversation to have, so it might look something like this. Listen, I love you with all my heart, but unless we could talk about something different, or unless we can spend our time differently together, then this might be a friendship that can't continue. And maybe I need to focus my efforts elsewhere, my energy elsewhere. And that's going to be an uncomfortable conversation you might need to have with somebody. But like I always tell people, WTA, and that acronym for me stands for what's the alternative? Is the alternative of not telling this person how I feel and perhaps ending this friendship, is that alternative me spending the rest of my life in a relationship where every time I see her pop up on my Facebook or instant messenger me or come up on my caller ID, I'm going to be resentful for having her in my life and not telling her the truth about how I feel about our relationship? That's not a way I want to spend my time or spend my energy. So for that momentary sacrifice to get that long-term gain, that momentary moment of feeling kind of crunchy and I didn't feel good about telling that person that, but having a lifetime gain of getting that energy back, that to me kind of seems like a no-brainer. So I wish you luck this week in pruning any dead wood in your garden, in your life, or otherwise. Be bold, be you, and we'll talk later. Love you. Bye.